Hey everyone, welcome back. And today we're going to be making chicken pot pie, homemade, using frozen pie crust. So I'm going to start with, you can use any type of chicken that you want to. I chose chicken tenderloins. You could use chicken breast or chicken thighs if you want to, whatever type of meat you like, dark or light. Doesn't matter. You could do the same even if you wanted to use turkey. So I chose to use tenderloins, and I'm actually just going to cut mine up, dice them into, bite-sized pieces. And I actually don't use this whole pack. It's a pretty large pack of chicken tenderloins. I use a little bit more than half, and I don't actually have a pie dish. I have a casserole dish, so I'm just going to put mine in a casserole dish. Use what you have. If you have a pie dish, certainly put it in a pie dish. It's going to look really good, and this looks really good in the end. So let's go ahead and get started on everything. We're going to start by cutting up the chicken tenderloins into bite-sized pieces. So after you get all of your chicken diced up, however size that you want to dice them, you're going to start by getting a pan and putting a little bit of oil of your choice. I actually used avocado oil, and just put it in, salt and pepper to your liking. I think I used half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of black ground pepper. And you're just going to continue this process. I actually want to fix these to where, they get the little burnt edges on them, because that's going to give you some flavoring later, because we are going to continue to use this same pan to do some other things. So just continue the process until these are completely cooked up. So you're going to put a little bit more oil in the pan. The chicken's already complete, and you're actually just going to take diced onion. I used one small sweet onion and diced it up, and then you're just going to kind of saute it just for a few minutes until it gets soft, and then we're going to do some more ingredients. While that's sauteing, we are going to be dicing up some potatoes. I usually use red Pontiac potatoes, and certainly dice these. I tried to dice them small enough, bite size, maybe a little bit larger, and go ahead and put those in some cold water, salt cold water, and bring them to a boil. So we're going to get some of our other ingredients ready. We're actually going to need 1/4 a cup of all-purpose flour, and we're also going to need 2 cups of chicken broth. So you're just going to want to get those mixed together. So we're going to get some of our seasonings together. We're going to need 1/4 a teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of thyme, and we're going to need 1 tablespoon of parsley. So we're going to put all this together and we're going to just saute it in with the onions and kind of get those flavors going from these spices. And then I'll bring you back and we'll continue to go to the next step. So you're going to want to get one of your pie crust. I had bought a box that had 2 frozen pie crust in it and they were completely unthawed. You're going to want to go ahead and roll that out and roll it into the dish or casserole dish that you're going to be using. And from there, we're going to take our onions and we're going to add in our mixture of the 1/4 a cup of all-purpose flour and the chicken broth. So you're going to want to finish cooking that up, and you're basically just going to cook the flour taste out of it. And then you're going to add the rest of your chicken broth. It was probably another cup. I just separated it so I could incorporate the flour cold. So you're just going to get all that incorporated, mix it up. You may have to use a whisk. And then you're going to start adding your frozen vegetables into this mixture. So I used 1/2 a cup of green beans. I also chose to use 1/2 a cup of the peas and carrots that I had also decided to toss in this mix. And I'm just going to give it a little stir and get it kind of incorporated and mixed up before I add some more ingredients. Those are the frozen steamables. So I just opened up a bag and took out a little bit, and I'll use it for another dish on down the road. So you're going to want to add your potatoes into this mixture. They're already hot. You've already drained them. So we're just going to incorporate all the ingredients mixture before you actually put it in my case, casserole dish or in your pie dish. So you're just going to want to pour everything in. It's going to be filled totally to the brim with these great flavors. You're just going to basically level out everything that is in your casserole dish, flatten everything out to where it's just an even layer of everything, and then you're going to take the other pie crust and you're going to roll it out, and you're going to place it over the casserole dish. I crinkled mine a little bit and basically just followed the edges of my casserole dish because it was overhanging. It's a little bit thick, but you're also going to want to cut some holes in it so it's able to vent steam. And I end up cutting a few, and so from there you're going to I took some melted butter and just brushed on over the top some melted butter so it would brown evenly. Guys, I can't tell you how good of a dish this was. This was a really good pot pie. So if there's some vegetables in there that you don't like, don't put them in there. You make all recipes that I put on here custom to you, because what I like, you may not like. So you fix them, you do you. That's it. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. I will put up what it looks like at the end after it is completely baked and after a piece has been cut open. But I really encourage you to try it. This pot pie was a pretty good sized pot pie. We ended up having this for 2 days. So that's a 2-day meal for, a family of 4. And so I also put some other things with. So you're going to want to bake this on 350. I bake mine for around an hour. Just keep an eye on the pie crust and make sure that it is completely done. That's really the only thing that you're doing, that and incorporating some of the flavors. It turned out wonderfully, guys, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you on the next one.